Malcolm found Holloway's controversial style a bit hard to follow. The words ran together and there didn't seem to be obvious breaks of punctuation. So we decided to celebrate. Holloway spat on, tapping his other hand against the table. Rented out a hotel room in Roppongi, the ambassador suite at the Royal, you know, the one with gold-plated things. Malcolm nodded. Despite his best efforts, his gaze drifted past Holloway to the nearest table. More businessmen like Hajimoto, all at varying levels of inebriation. Holloway continued, his voice rising as his accent seemed to deepen. I called an agency I'd heard about from one of my colleagues best around. He told me I owed it up to girls. Asked that they be tall, thin and friendly, and if you know what I mean. Malcolm's attention drifted past the businessman. He was nearly back to Holloway's bright white teeth when something in the far corner of the room caught his eye. One of the tables was pushed back from the rest almost right up against the bar. A man was sitting alone, in his hands cupped in front of him, his fingers rolling something back and forth. His face was round, weathered, his nose pinkish, and his chin covered sparsely by sprouts of really spark hair. He was stocky, with black wild shouts. He was wearing dark glasses that were too big for his face. His flowered Hawaiian shirt was garish, all red and yellow, short-sleeved, fraying at the cuffs. At first, Malcolm thought the formats that protruded were just unnaturally dark, but on closer inspection he realized that they were carved into tattoos. Malcolm quickly looked away. About an hour later, Holloway went on, his voice intersecting with a sudden ring in Malcolm's ears. The knock. I opened the door, and there were tall, thin, and friendly. One is truly precious young woman with great lips and amazing set, but the other isn't quite what we expected. Malcolm's neck felt like it was burned. Holloway and the rest of the strange sex club had shrunk in his mind. The man in flowered shirt was huge, dominating his thought. He was not surprised to see a man like that in a place like this. Malcolm knew all about the Yakuza gangsters who ran kabuki show and led the extant much of Japan. The men you sometimes saw late at night, the ones you expressly avoid looking at, the ones you'd cross the street to avoid. But the thing was, the man in the flowered shirt was more than a faceless tattooed monster. Malcolm had not seen that man before. She was tall, thin, but she wasn't a she. Holloway belted out, slapping his open hand against the table. Malcolm dragged his attention back to the Englishman. A trainee transvestite. The agency had sent a beautiful whore and a fucking lady boy. If this had been London on the States, you would have sent right back. But you know what Brandon and I did? Malcolm shook his hand. Holloway smiled quickly. We flipped a coin. He tilted his head back, laughter and splat towards the ceiling. Hajimoto's expression was halfway between amused and bewildered. Malcolm forced a smile. He had no doubt that the story was entirely true. He also had no doubt that Holloway had proudly told to the trading floor, and that it had spread halfway to the Singapore. In New York it would have been a shameful secret. Here, where men paid to fill up fake high school girls in a mock subway car, it was a proud little war story. Malcolm found himself glancing back toward the table by the bar. The man in the flowered shirt was looking right back to him, still rolled something back and forth in his hands. Malcolm could not almost see himself reflect the man's sunglasses. He tore his eyes away.